Have you ever wondered about the position and rights of women in Islam? The advent of Islam brought about a revolutionary change in the status of women. During the era of ignorance, known as Jahiliyyah, women were treated as mere possessions, devoid of basic human rights. But then, a profound shift occurred with the arrival of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He denounced these oppressive customs, elevating the status of women in society. In his teachings, he emphasized the importance of treating women with kindness and respect, whether they were mothers, sisters, daughters, or wives. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, further emphasized this stance, stating that men and women were created from a single soul, signifying their equality. It introduced an array of rights for women, unheard of in the society of that time. From the onset, Islam has aimed to uplift women and provide them with rights ensuring a dignified and respected life. Did you know women in Islam have the right to choose their spouse and possess financial independence? It's a common misconception that women in Islam are denied these basic rights. The truth, however, is quite the opposite. Islam has always championed the rights of women, offering them a considerable degree of autonomy and freedom. Women in Islam have the absolute right to accept or reject a marriage proposal, a decision that should be made without any form of coercion or pressure. This right to choose is a testament to the respect Islam has for women's autonomy and decision-making abilities. Moreover, Islam grants women financial independence. They can engage in financial transactions, including buying, selling, giving, and renting property, all without the need for a guardian. This financial independence is not just a right, but a source of empowerment that celebrates the capabilities and strengths of women. Islam empowers women by providing them with the freedom of choice and financial independence. What does the Quran say about the rights of women? It's a question that many ponder, and the answer is found in the very verses of the Quran. This holy book is replete with affirmations of women's rights and equality. One such affirmation is found in Surah Al-Ahzab, verse 35. It says, "Indeed, the Muslim men and Muslim women, the believing men and believing women, the obedient men and obedient women, the truthful men and truthful women, the patient men and patient women, the humble men and humble women, the men and the charitable men, and the charitable women and the fasting men, and the fasting women and the men who guard their private parts, and the women who guard their private parts, and those who remember Allah often. For them, Allah has prepared forgiveness and a great reward." Here, the Quran emphasizes that men and women are equal in their obligations and rewards in the sight of Allah. In Surah An-Nisa, verses 1 and 34, the Quran further underscores the equality of men and women. It states that all of humanity was created from a single soul, and that men and women are partners in life's journey, each with their unique roles and responsibilities. Surah An-Nahl, verse 97, promises both men and women a good life and reward for their righteousness. This verse emphasizes that a person's actions, not their gender, determine their value and reward. In Surah Al-Hujurat, verse 13, the Quran reiterates that all of humanity, male and female, have been created from a single pair, emphasizing the common bond and equal worth of all individuals. Finally, Surah At-Tawbah, verse 71, describes men and women as allies in promoting goodness and righteousness, underlining their equal roles and responsibilities in society. As we can see, the Quran explicitly upholds women's rights and equality, showing that Islam values women as vital members of society. So what have we learned about the role of women in Islam? It's clear that Islam places a high emphasis on honoring and dignifying women, treating them with care and protection. It has always instructed men to deal kindly with women, whether they are mothers, sisters, daughters, or wives. Women in Islam have the fundamental right to choose their spouses, and no one is allowed to force them into a marriage they do not desire. They also have the right to financial independence, enabling them to engage in commercial activities without any guardianship, as long as they are mature and sensible. The Quran, through its verses, underscores the equality of men and women in humanity. Stating that both were created from a single soul, it recognizes women as partners and allies in promoting goodness and righteousness. Islam, from its inception, has aimed to uplift women, granting them dignified rights and recognizing their crucial role in society. This is the true portrayal of women in Islam.